Mackenzie Dern had a very interesting statement. I got to tell you, Mackenzie made a fan of me over the weekend. I never knew she was so gritty and so tough. I mean, I just didn't know those things. She came in very grappling heavy, and she also, in every match she had, until Saturday, by the way, she had a meaningful grappling, distinctive advantage over her opponent. Now, I believe she still had, even within the match Saturday, a grappling advantage, but it was not meaningful and it was not distinctive. In fact, to the point that it almost didn't even exist in 15 minutes of combat. So it was a different fight. That's why I bring that up. It was just a different fight. We were going to see a different side of Mackenzie Dern, or she wasn't going to win. Pure and simple. And we did. We did see a different side. I mean, she was marching forward and throwing punches. Something happened with her nose. I didn't even know what happened. She said something in the post-fight interview like it happened early, like she had to deal with a broken nose or something the entire fight, which only adds to the story. But Mackenzie Dern made a big fan out of me. Now, she came out, and not to mention she's sloppy, by the way. Sound like a backhanded compliment? It kind of is, but think of it in this regard. How much better is Conor McGregor going to get? How much better is Stipe going to get? How much better has either one gotten? You see the difference. Once you're really good and you're established, that growing learning curve, it just shrinks. It just shrinks and it slows down. When you're somebody like Mackenzie, where I'm calling her sloppy, I say that in a positive way, meaning look at the results she's getting, but she's relying on toughness. She's relying on grit. Her hands, her lefts and her rights, her overhand, her lead jet, doubling that jab up. Hard thing to do. Only happens with practice. You could tell she had been practicing. These things were working. She's still, wait till she starts working elbows in, plums, throwing knees, kicks to the leg, to the body, to the head, pum, 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 following with kicks. I mean, some of the natural patterns that you see that you don't see her doing. So when I say she's sloppy, yes, I stand by that. And I understand that that is not complimentive. But the compliment comes with when you understand the results that she's getting and the growth that she still very clearly has. And not to mention is showing. Okay. Here's the comment she made. She said, before I'm done, I'm going to break all of Ronda Rousey's records. And I was reading that. I'm going, man, it's always good to have a goal. And motivation is a wonderful thing that, albeit for me to take from anybody. What the hell record does Ronda have? I was really wondering about what record does Ronda, what record are you going to break? I know that Ronda had, by example, but she had a lot of firsts, right? Ronda has some records that simply can't be broken. First ever champion, by example. Well, you can't become the first ever champion again. You can only do that one time. So Ronda is going to die with several records. I know that Ronda had X amount of defenses, but again, because she was the first ever champion, however many defenses she had then goes down as the most defenses for any woman fighter ever. But you see where that's a little bit of a weird stat too, because she was the first and the only. And then I know she had an armbar record, and I think it was 4. And Julian Robertson either just beat it or just tied it, and I think she tied it. 4 for 4 with the arm bars. I only bring that to you. What is Mackenzie talking about? What record does Ronda have that can be broken? Don't forget the discrepancy in weight classes here. Ronda was a 35-pounder. So we're now not going after any record within 135 pounds because we're not a 135-pounder. We can't go after first, which are the records that Ronda still currently holds, because you can't be the first again, ever. And we can't go after the armbar record because that you're now complete with Julian Robertson. I only bring that to you because I'm genuinely curious. What record is it that Mackenzie is going after, and what records does she believe that Ronda has, or what records does Ronda have that I don't know about?